unload your trailer going downhill. And if you got 2 people with you, I got a man in the truck, and he's sitting there with his foot on the brake, and he has it in neutral, so it won't tear up the transmission on this thing. But what I do is I put my bucket down until I get out over my ramps, and then I let myself down. And just watch the end of your ramps, unloading. We'll come up a little bit as I'm coming down like that, and then once I have that, then I'm good to go. Now I have to watch my blade because I'll sometimes scrape it coming down, but I find it's just better if you go down faster. But sometimes it's going down the hill, it's a little antsy. You tend to rock and buck a little bit more when you're doing it this way. I'll try not to scrape the street here, so I just put my blade up and just go. Don't like to turn on the asphalt if I can help it, but I can't help it. I'll get up in here in the grass and then I'll sprint it. That asphalt will chew your tracks up. So this is a customer we did some stuff for before, and when we put it in, we were told do not do anything in the common area. So we didn't go in the common area. We took the drain and put it right there where the slope would take it on down here. Problem is the common area was not sloped correctly, and so therefore it got backed up right here. And I'm going to get some good video of this, but it got backed up right here and made it soft in the common area. Well, the common area complained they got a low spot. I got trees all in my way. They got a low spot right here that's in the common area. They got a low spot here that's in the common area. They got a low spot all through here that keeps it from getting to the culvert drain down there. Now when you look at it, you can see a pipe exposed down there, and I'll get some video of it, and I'll actually include it in here. They got a pipe exposed down there because that's too low. So the water that even goes down there has to build up before it makes it into there. So this whole area is not graded correctly, which caused it to back up here for my customer. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that drain that we have over there that we installed, we're going to cut the line and run it all the way down into the culvert, and we're going to grade it for our client. And if the common area is still jacked up, it's not our fault unless they want us to pay us to fix it, because we didn't get paid for that. So literally this is all happening because the neighbor, after she got her stuff fixed and graded, the neighbor next to her said, hey, I want to fix my yard so it doesn't flood too. And so she diverted all her water down onto here again. So our system's still working, but it's getting more water than it was before, and now it's backing up here because the common area isn't graded correctly. So the city of Greensboro finally decided they're going to come in and put in some storm water around this area to handle some of this water runoff and problem that they're having. So yeah, I'll turn you guys back on when I get ready. All right, so here's part of the problem right here, which is in the common area. They've got low spots right here. You can see where it's holding water in this spot here. All right, so yeah, it can trickle down there, but for the most part, everything is getting, and this area is getting backed up in the common area. Here's another one. It's an uneven spot. It's retaining water that's coming from uphill. This is in the common area. This has nothing to do with our work or our drain that we've done. This has everything to do with the common area not being properly graded. So You know, that's something we're not responsible for. We didn't get paid by the homeowners association to fix the common area. So we're going to fix this here, and it's going to drain all the way back there. We'll make sure we've got positive slope coming out to here, and then what the common area does is on them. What the homeowners association does is on them. If they want to hire us, we'll come out here and fix it for them. Up here. This way. You guys aren't gonna be able to see any of this. I'm having to peek around the corner. I don't have to go deep. Keep this next to the hole if I can. That off with it. I'm about to get my head in your way here. I might edit this part out. Probably as deep as I need to go. I don't know. I'll go a little bit deeper. Up this way so I can try to keep myself aligned with what I have there. I don't have to worry about slope because this is coming out under pressure. I am concerning myself a little bit with slope just because I want to make sure that the line drains out completely. Bottom or anything like that. Alright, let's back her up some more. Making sure we keep lined up with where I'm going. You ain't gonna get to see any of this. You guys are seeing the action here. All right, we're still on track here. Back her up a little bit more. Trying to spend as little time as possible in this common area because I don't know whether it was a common area they called code enforcement or who It was kind of a BS code enforcement call, but I guess the homeowners association felt like the homeowner was responsible for this, and really what it boils down to is the common area is not properly graded. So and all kinds of crap in here. That's what happens. You get to the last lot of a subdivision and you find all kinds of crap because the builders just bury stuff. And that's not uncommon at all. I mean, it's pretty usual for me to be digging and finding crap, particularly, and a lot of the stuff we do ends up being on the last lot that is sold because it's generally not the most favorable. And you know, you find like this is a big chunk of concrete, so they just bury concrete, they bury whatever they want to. All I'm doing is following the contour, and I'm kind of keeping my bucket about the same depth as I'm digging. And that one was a little deep. Just a little bit back there. Swing around. Probably get ready to turn around here and go the other way. Just a second. Since this is just going downhill toward that, it'll be easy enough just to kind of follow contour here and keep my bucket depth at the same, so no need to put a laser on it. And this is under pressure, so it's not like we need slope, other than, you know, we want a little bit of slope so the line goes ahead and drains on out down the hill. Back up to one more time here. Alrighty, this will be the last pass from this side, and then I'm gonna roll back the other way. A little bit of a hump right here. Take that out. Here we go. Basically that pipe comes in to right there, and then we spliced down to another drain that was coming from there over there. Not sure where it's coming, that one's coming from, but that pipe was all busted up and torn up anyway, so I don't even know that it was working, but so it's fixed now. But this pipe comes in a little ways here, and that gives it a little bit of a chance to kind of come down into the pipe, and then we're going to hit the T and not blow anything out. So going up through here, and on up to the catch basin up there. This is what we wanted to do to begin with, but we were told we could not go in the common area. So I'm not fixing the common area because that's not our responsibility. If they want to pay me, I'll gladly come back out and do the work for them. But we're fixing what we were paid to do by our customer, and we're not worried about the rest. So we gotta let it sit for a few minutes, and then we're gonna test it and backfill it. That off. That's loading. Fill this back in now. Backfill it, and then we'll do a little bit of grading. Make sure we got good slope coming down the hill from here. I am not going to track this in. We went back in, there were some low spots underneath the hose, underneath the pipe, and so we went and filled that in by hand and kind of stepped it in. And this thing doesn't like being unlevel ground, that's for sure. And we took all of the dirt out of the hole on this side and put it over by the house, so I have to be careful. May be saying, oh, that's a rigged up way to do that. I mean, really, you know, we do something similar for using a pump, taking it to a drain field. So it's really not that rigged up when you think about it. Yeah, I could probably come up with a little bit more elegant solution. I really wanted a Y, and Lowe's said they have 5 of them, but no, they did not. Their inventory systems are never right. I don't even know why I bothered to look at them. extinguisher. This one didn't, this machine didn't have one, and I figured we wanted to have one in there just in case, you never know. But wanted to have kind of have the pipe packed in, if you will, underneath it. All right, as you can see, I've got a 1% slope set on here. All right, so let's check this out. I corrected the grade to the left of that sump basin. So a little bit high for my starting point. Oh, where we at? There we go. All right, so there's a start point. So the slope beat means we're actually below, so we're less than 1% slope. I mean, we're actually greater than 1% slope because we're lower than what 1% slope should be. Fast beat would mean that it was, solid tone would mean that it's right on 1%. So we got a slow tone all the way across and on down. So it comes on down here. All right, so we're lower than 1% here. Make sure actually we're greater than 1% slope. Make sure I'm in the bubble. That one I'm not even registering. I had to bring the stick up, so that's a whole lot more than a 1% slope. So we are definitely have positive flow from up there all the way to here to the common area. Now the common area I did not fix or address. Again, that was all that stuff was there before. So we're going to seed and straw it. We've got it backfilled, packed in, and got the grade adjusted and corrected. And the common area needs fixed. It needs to be regraded, and it's got some low spots. But if they want to hire me to come out and do that, I'll be happy to. Y'all have a good one. All right, that's a wrap on it. Got a little bit of straw left over. We'll just tie that off. We got seed and straw down, and we corrected some grade to the left of the sump basin. And if water collects at the sump basin, that's okay, because that thing is surrounded by, it's a big gravel pit that thing's sitting down in, and it has slits in it on the bottom and the sides. So as it fills up, water actually goes out into that rock, what do you call it, a dry basin or something. But once that thing gets saturated and full, it starts to build up inside of this catch basin, and then the pump kicks on and now takes it all the way down to the bottom and goes into the culvert, but the storm basin down there. So that takes all the water out of that gravel area there. So if some water kind of sits there, that's okay. And then from here, I double checked, made sure we had positive grade. It's greater than 1%, because I had the laser set up here at 1%, and I was slow beeping the whole time. And a couple times I actually had to pick the rod up when we got down here, because it just dropped off and went downhill. So we've got a greater than 1% slope coming down, so that's good enough for drainage. And you've got a French drain all through there, and a couple of catch basins up around the corner and in the front. So all that area was dry. There was just some area right here where whoever was mowing the common area, this got wet because the common area is not graded properly, not because of their drain system. All right, so we're going to take all that water, instead of we were kicking it out at the property line, we've actually taken it all the way to the storm basin down there. So they have the slope they need to get the water off of their property, and that will be that. All right, so y'all have a good one.